We've got flags and banners, and if you mind your manners, we might even get to standards and what they represent. So just take my voice's hand and we'll both try to understand how this vexillologic podcast could be flagged for content. Flagged for content.
What's up, Vex Heads, and welcome to episode 13 of Flagged for Content. It's the only podcast that varies wildly in audio quality week to week. And this week, that is because we had two guests on and recorded it live in person, which was an experience. It was a lot of fun, for one. Don't mean to imply that it was a bad experience. It was great. I had Ian and Bryant on, who you may recognize from previous episodes. Ian has been on a couple, and Bryant was on, I believe, episode 6, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, we just basically cut up about some fun flags, mostly ended up being Russian ones. Didn't really intend that, but yeah, you'll hear that in a minute. In any case, we have two Instagram winners to shout out this week. I had a trip up to Knoxville that I took to see Carly Rae Jepsen in concert, which was amazing, for one. But also stopped by a place I used to volunteer at that had the 1982 Knoxville World's Fair flag up in their window, or kind of like in their, you could see it from the window, even though the place was closed. And there was a cop in there, or equivalent. But anyway, Mooncrawler on Instagram, and that's Mooncrawler just like it sounds, one word, except that the C is a K. So Moonkrawer. They somehow successfully identified this. I think through a little bit of research, self-admittedly, but in any case, hey, that's good research. And then the usual Instagram shout-out competition was won by Smit Flags, and they're at Smit, SMIT_flags on Instagram. And yeah, check that account out. Actually, check both those accounts out, really. They post some very cool flag-related stuff and, are generally kind of active in the community. So very cool. Check both of them out. Another special kind of announcement is I will have an episode next week, in fact. So I know I normally release every 2 weeks. In this case, I am kind of doing a special bonus episode. So that'll be fun with a very special guest who, if you're in the Discord, you already know who it is. And if you're not, then you don't. So join the Discord. Speaking of plugging things, the Discord being one of them, go follow us on YouTube. We are not yet youtube.com/flaggedforcontent, but if 80 more of you follow us, we will be. So that'll be exciting. I just got to get, only 80 more people to follow, and I'll get that custom URL. That's the sweet spot, I think. So, yeah, I've revamped the YouTube, as I mentioned later in the episode, and I've been kind of doing like new little audiograms and like making it look nice and everything instead of just kind of throwing the image and all that on there. And I've been adding a lot of shorts, just like kind of, various flags that I have flying out back at different times and stuff. So yeah, go follow us on there, as well as I just got on TikTok, and as a 34-year-old, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I have been putting up basically the shorts from YouTube, just like loading them onto TikTok. Sometimes I do them separate and do a different like song or whatever, but yeah, go follow us on YouTube. We are Flagged for Content. Just search it like it's spelled. And then on TikTok, we are flagged the number 4 content, like I am on all the other social media. So I think that's pretty much all I had to plug at the top of this thing. Yeah, it seems it was. So without wasting any more time and saying so for a 4th time, let's go ahead and get into the episode.
We have got an amazing guest for you this week. We also have Ian Sharp. But you know Bryant from his contributions to thehardtimes.net. You know Ian from the Boomer Memes podcast, and you know them both from the Chattanooga comedy scene. It's Ian Sharp and Bryant Smith!
Yeah, boy, back in the flagged for content verse again. The bad boy of flags.
It's so tempting for me to not refer to the listenership by the word that I really want to use that I'm not going to use, but you know what I'm talking. Everyone listening knows. Oh yeah.
It took me a second, but I think I got it. Yeah. We call them Vex heads.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's much nicer. It's much more 2022.
I would think I would appreciate being called a Vex head more than the other way.
I will say a Vex head does sound like someone that's behind a gas station huffing paint. It's like, oh yeah, you know, cousin Jerry's a Vex head. He's on that stuff again.
He's always on the Vex. Yeah, it sounds like something out of like Brave New World or like 1984.
It's like a cyber.
He's doing the Vex again.
It's like a cyberpunk drug.
Someone who's like addicted to curses. I guess it's
I vex you.
That's a hex head, I guess. Man.
This is flagged for content, so there's plenty of cursing in a certain sense anyway. Which feel free, get them all out. No,
yeah, fuck.
There we go.
Get you demonetized on YouTube immediately.
Don't worry about it. I am incidentally trying to build out the YouTube channel, so thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Anyway, before we get into the flags, how have y'all been doing?
Been doing great. Planning a huge life change at the end of the month. I am moving to Austin, Texas to pursue comedy in a more full-time capacity.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we have listeners down in Austin. So.
Do you? Hey, if you need a roommate, I cook like a motherfucker. I got a job. I just need a place.
I can confirm, yeah. Like 9 out of 10 times knocks me out of my socks.
Yeah, that 10th time, too much salt.
Yeah,
it's always too much salt.
It's always
and it's only that 10th time.
It's always a learning experience.
Yeah, exactly. I learned from my mistakes. I'm a wonderful roommate. Let me move in with you for cheap.
I'll vouch. You've never been late on the bills, so that's that seems to be the main roommate issue. It's like most other things can be forgiven, but the bills are on.
Bills are on time. Bills are on time.
From what I find, that is the main roommate
that's
issue.
That's the one thing that people are usually shooting each other in the street over is late rent.
I had a roommate one time who asked me what the rent was every month, even when at that place anyway, it was stable. Like it was the same thing every month, and he asked me every month. And I was like, dude, it's the same thing that it was last month.
Was
Jesus Christ, the same today, tomorrow, and forever, or whatever the fucking church said.
Was he not like... What was he like asking about the other bills, like the electric and the cable and shit, or was he just like, what rent?
I have no idea. I don't know what went through that guy's head at like literally any moment.
Man. Was he a younger guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably just what he probably doesn't know how to budget himself. So he's just used to being told what to pay when. And he's he doesn't probably doesn't keep an agenda.
Probably doesn't keep a ledger.
But it was weird to like. I signed up to be his roommate, not like his, parents.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I've had some like that, so I understand.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, and full disclosure, we are recording this from the place that they cohabitate together as well.
We are the Shaolin Trap Dungeon, baby.
Yeah, I also affectionately refer to it because this is now. Boomer Memes is now a solo project, so I'm now I guess I can credit myself as a producer now as well. So,
you should.
I think so.
So yeah, I produce Boomer Memes and not just host it, but I do it from here, and I call this place the Boomer Memes compound.
Yes, that is true. We are live from the Boomer. Well, not live as you hear it, but we are in the Boomer Memes compound.
We live up in here.
Yes, and we've got a lot of flags today.
We got a lot of flags to cover.
Get into. I know you guys have seen the first one.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and it is. It's something.
Yeah, this is going to be like format-wise a little bit different of an episode than it typically is, where I am describing the first one to my guest and then they have to guess it. It's not going to quite be like that because I don't think anybody could guess any of these flags.
I'm going to try. I am going to try.
We will. I was going to say we can go straight into the part where you describe them to the listener and they, try and wrap their mind around whatever's happening here.
Yeah. The listener tries to piece together what this thing looks like.
Yeah.
From us. Ian, you want to take the rock on this
who
one?
Wants this first one?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm immediately triggered. Because there's a guy and he's got a big slash across his thigh and he's pointing at it, which reminds me of like a few of my exes. I unfortunately have a type. I don't listen. And like, if you're struggling at home, get help because I don't know. I just get a lot of here's what I would.
Good time you're starting this right as the BetterHelp sponsorship kicks in.
Yeah, he's pointing at it and he's looking up. It's like, no, see, it's okay. It's normal that I do this, and that's what I'm used to hearing, and that's why it's triggering to me because it's like I don't think that's normal. I don't think that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I get it. Chicks with bangs are hot sometimes.
I will say I'm glad we're not doing video on this one because I think Bryant and I both lost it on that.
Oh no, we died.
Yeah. So this is the flag of Derniche, I believe it's pronounced. I could be totally wrong.
Is that what's written at the top? Like, so the flag is shaped like a castle at the top. It's got and then it's got like 3 little tails at the bottom. I can't remember what the names of those are.
I don't know. I mean, like if there's 2, it's normally called like a swallow's tail flag, but
yeah.
I don't know what this necessarily is called. It's more of a banner than a flag. Right?
Yeah. If it's 3, it is a wall outlet.
Yeah, there's
plug.
I can remember from Diablo 3 lets you customize your own banner, and so I think it uses all those terms.
Yeah.
In the builder, but it's been years since I've even.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've touched a Blizzard product.
Likewise.
But
can we also talk about the good boy.
There is a very good boy in this flag.
I think we need to.
So
with
happy.
A piece of bread in his mouth, just looking up like, why you cut yourself, Daddy? Daddy, why you cut yourself? I brought you this little bread.
He looks happy.
That is a happy looking pupper.
He does, yeah. I mean, if you look at the right side of the mouth there, it's like upturned. It's a smile, I think.
Like honestly, this feels like kind of a medieval, like 15th, 16th century version of the copper tone logo.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
It's one of those things I didn't see it until you said it. Now I can't stop.
Now you can't unsee it.
Yeah, as soon as you said that, it's because like the Coppertone logo is what?
Yeah.
Like the dog pulling down.
Yeah, like the dog pulling down a child's underpants.
I was gonna say even the Coppertone logo is like a little bit of a fucking problem.
There's a reason why like I have Coppertone sunscreen like now currently it's what I'm using.
Sure,
and
because of the logo.
Well, they don't use that logo anymore. Now it's like Coppertone Sport. It just says Coppertone. It's blue because apparently people are averse to kid butts on their products now.
Well, I don't know. It's probably for the best.
I don't know why. I mean, that girl wasn't anyone. She was anonymous.
She was Q anonymous.
So yeah,
the Coppertone girl is Q confirmed.
Shit,
that's
you guys. That's
why
first.
That's why she went underground.
You heard it here first, folks. Expect all your news to come from this flag podcast early on. But yeah, no. So what we have here is this guy is named Saint Roche, Roch, and I don't know the entire backstory from this. Even CRW Flags, the site that I normally use to look up all this stuff and like that I trust with the information, they don't know a ton about this. But basically, it is Saint Roche, and he is pointing to a wound, like a gashing wound in his leg that he apparently at some point, not the point that this was drawn at, but he feeds the dog blood from this wound, and the dog like goes on to, I don't know, greater things or something.
The dog goes on to start a podcast.
That dog was me.
That dog was me.
I mean, I guess it explains why the dog's so happy to see the guy, because he's like, ooh, some more blood.
I know. It seems like he seems fine with the bread in his mouth.
Yeah, it seems like we need something to dip that dry bread in.
Yeah, I mean, you go to any Italian restaurant and they're gonna give you a thing of blood, right?
Yeah, it's the same every time.
I'm a very
term. It's an au jus if you're using like a roast or something like that. We're talking about like a table bread, which is going to have normally it's going to be oil, garlic, like basil, thyme, some other herbs, and then an Italian man's blood. Like every restaurant has one big fat guy named Tony that they open up in the back and they bloodlet his thigh out.
But you got to go light on the oil and garlic because of the Italian blood.
Yeah, obviously.
Like you're going to get a lot of flavor in that already.
Yeah, like for people that aren't doing a lot of like home cookery or people that aren't working in kitchens, yeah, they would need to know that. But for the real people like you and me, they know if you're getting the blood directly from Tony, you want to go a little lighter on the oil and a little lighter on the garlic because otherwise it's just going to be way too overpowering.
Well, because Tony's blood is usually pretty thick in itself. And
right.
Oil and garlic, so it's like, because he keeps a very strict diet.
Yeah.
I mean, they keep him chained up back there for a reason.
Yeah.
And feed him. Yeah.
Yeah, they just feed him foie gras to, make it that much richer.
He's got his mama there cooking. Italian pasta.
That's
spaghetti.
Well, I mean, every Italian family has the one. The one.
Eminem's mom is just in the back there, just like cooking it up,
cooking it up with their Italian family's basement baby in the basement.
Mathers, a good Italian last name. I did always wonder why the walk-in always smelled that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, you guys want to play this out? I mean, like, what's the dog's name?
The dog's name is Saint Airbud.
Saint Airbud?
Saint Airbud.
So this is the story of Saint Roche and Saint Airbud. And Saint Roche is fixing to. He's not quite there yet. He's finna give Saint Airbud a little bit of blood from that wound. And I think Saint Airbud then goes on to, I mean, there's no rule that says he can't, but play basketball.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. Actually, Saint Airbud invented basketball.
That's okay.
Yeah, that white guy in the like 30s or whatever stole it.
That makes
Saint
sense.
Airbud.
I mean, like, historically, it makes sense that a white guy would steal some kind of invention and claim it. That's the only part that I'm not riffing about.
Yeah.
That shit's real. Anyway.
Wait, you're telling me Saint Airbud isn't real? Have all the years of Catholic school I went through been for nothing?
No, you're right. I did get this one. I will give a very quick shout out to Yelena Kulushik. I don't remember how to say her name. It's been since 2009 when we met. But on Instagram, she is the letter J and then cool, spelled out COOLUSIC. So J Kulisic. And Yelena, thanks for being a great what's it called even?
Vex head?
No. Well, thanks for being a Vex head, but also thanks for being I was going to say couch surfing. That's what it was back in 2009 anyway.
Oh shit.
It was one of my couch surfing hosts back in Croatia. And,
fuck.
Yeah, and when I started this show, she sent me I put out a prompt for like the craziest flags, and she sent me this one. And I don't think it disappointed.
No, this has been excellent. I love that he's got a little upside down shell logo on his arm too. Like he's sponsored like a soccer team.
He's with Big Oil. He's got an oil lamp. He's carrying.
Literally, it's a big oil lamp.
Yeah.
It honestly is. All right, so I think we're done with.
Yeah, I think we're done with the very good boy and his bleedy man.
I believe it's called Dernish.
Where is it?
This is in Croatia. Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I think Grad in Croatian, Serbian means city, so it's just like Dernish city or whatever. All right, so we will move on to the next one, which is this very, very good boy. I think
another happy.
That is
animal.
A very happy little fella.
Another happy fella.
He's got a little Orthodox Bible. He's got an iron cross. I have some questions about on a red field and a little white bear. So I'm gonna throw this out there. Just a hunch. This is from a town in, we'll say, mid-south western Russia, or like mid-southwestern block.
Why are you doing this to me? I thought you were just going to say Russia, and I was going to immediately say yes. I don't know where the hell in Russia this is. I mean, I know where. It's from Perm, Russia, which, if you've curled your hair, yeah, you know where Perm, Russia is.
That bear has a really slick perm.
That's where it all started. Perm, Russia, I think, is in, like, northern, I would guess, like, Siberia region. I don't know.
The bear is white, so you got to assume snowy.
Yeah.
I mean, that, too, unless you're getting into, like, southeastern Russia.
Why the cross is there.
Yeah.
I feel, like, Russia loves its bears, so they will put a bear on, like, anything that either, like, even kind of halfway deserves one.
Sometimes I get bored. I put bear on my wife, just to have something to watch on TV.
Well, we only have one Bible in the village, so to share the Bible, we strap it to the bear's back and send it from house to house. Guided by the star in the sky.
That is like a typical Russian weekend, yeah. This one to me reads very, have you heard the good news?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if that happy bear came walking down my street, I don't care what book's on its back. That is good news.
Yeah.
As long as he's happy.
Yeah. If it's an unhappy bear.
That's a different story.
Yeah. If I look through the little, like, porthole, keyhole, whatever it's called, and I see this bear standing there with a Bible, I probably would open the door. And I don't normally open the door to random folks or creatures standing outside my door with a Bible.
Certainly not bears.
But if it's also
folks or creatures.
I will say if it's, I don't know much about, I know a little bit about like Orthodoxy and stuff, but like it's mostly the Greek side. I don't know much about Russian Orthodoxy. I don't imagine there's a lot of good news in there.
It's if you know about Greek, Russian Orthodox is very similar to Greek Orthodox. Like it stems off from like they wanted to see themselves as the third Rome, which the second Rome was Byzantium, Constantinople.
Yeah.
So they try and carry on that tradition. So yeah, if Eastern Orthodoxy is too glum for you, you're probably not going to like this.
Yeah.
But the bear seems to be having a good time. To be
Well, yeah, because the bear is on his way to help shepherd some non-believers into the camp.
I mean, the bear's just having a day. That's really all that matters. The bear's just, like, I don't know why this book's on my back. I just get to go see people real happy to see me. So
yeah,
he can barely contain himself.
All right, I'm just gonna try and grin and bear that one. Yeah, he's got like the smile on his face. I don't remember if you said that or not in your description, but the smile on his face definitely says like, do you have some time to talk about your Lord and Savior?
And also give me some pets.
Yeah.
And give me some good pets because I've been a good boy. Look how shaggy I am.
Like put a little name tag and a little short sleeve white button up on him. Put him on a little bicycle.
Yeah.
Like I'd convert. I would convert immediately.
How far, this is a totally different topic, probably for a different show altogether, but how related are bears and dogs on like the tree,
That's a really good question.
Bears kind of look like dogs a little bit in the face.
They do.
That's true.
They have longer snouts.
I
But
mean,
so do a lot of canine, or a lot of mammals.
Obviously, they're not like too closely related, but I wonder if like, they're definitely like,
like where that branched off kind of thing.
They're the
like I wonder if they're as
God, I
close
can't
as
remember
like
the
we
name of it.
are
It's
to
not-
certain primates.
We have our
same
research
order.
associate over here,
Yeah,
Bryant.
it says same order.
Same order. Yeah, Mammalia.
Yeah.
Isn't that? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Same.
Hey,
Me too.
fucking super. Dude, literally, I typed in how closely related are, and this question is the second one in Google.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, sorry to
They look
disappoint
the
you, but bears and dogs are
Is
not.
the first one cats and dogs?
No, the first one is humans and bananas.
Oh, I think that's a religious probably thing.
Yeah.
Like it's probably some like religious propaganda. I mean,
I was going to say humans and apes, but then you said
they're
bananas and threw me
distinct
for a-
families. Dogs are part of the Canidae family, which includes species like foxes, dingoes, and coyotes. And then bears are from Ursidae.
Yeah.
So yeah, different families.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Although
but-
they will both eat your baby.
Oh,
The
100%.
dingo /
100%.
dogs and this bear.
And then we'll eventually evolve
Well,
into
not
crabs.
this bear.
Not this bear.
Not
This
this
bear is going to tuck your baby in for nap time.
And tell like a really unfortunate, goodnight story.
Yeah.
This
See,
is from Deuteronomy.
it does look like
Strap in because this one's dark.
it does look like Dr. Seuss drew the bear. Like it looks like Dr. Seuss drew the whole thing, but like while he was in a camp,
Oh no. Like a summer camp.
Yeah, summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent a whole train for he was at Hogwarts. They sent a whole train for him and everything.
Oh yeah. Bad history of trains. It doesn't matter.
I think
all right.
I think another reason why he looks so happy isn't just the smile; it's the little trot.
He does have a little trot.
It is
going.
like the hand being up and a kind of like almost fey little. Okay.
Like,
So-
have you seen that video of the bear like in a field and like couple stops their car and the bear like waves his hand and they flip a piece of bread to him and the bear just snatches it out of the air? That is
I
this
want to.
bear.
So
Yeah.
speaking of
I'll
bears,
send it to you after this.
Speaking of bears
Deal.
and dogs, our
I'll put it in the
neighbors-
show notes.
Our neighbors right next door have a dog. It's a chow named Bear, and when Bear's in a good mood, he gets a little prance.
He
like
does
that.
get a little prance like that.
That's true.
Shout out Bear.
That's true. He never quite gets the smile down, but that's hard.
I've seen it. He'll like
I've seen him
jaw
smile.
at you a little.
I've seen
He
it.
jaw jacks. He's talking shit. He's talking shit after the play's done. He's jaw jacking. He's like ODB out there.
All right, so we've gone through Saint Roche from Durness and his feeding a dog with the blood from his leg. Now we've gone to this bear that just wants to ask if you've heard the good news about your Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
Let's go on to a third one. And Bryant, you described this one, right? So, yeah, Ian, why don't you go ahead and describe this one for us?
So this one looks like, I don't know how many Vex heads out there are also metal heads. But this looks like if you were to just make it black and white, it would look great as the cover of like the new Behemoth album or something. It's looks like a bull. Well, it's definitely a bull because you can definitely see its gonads. But it's got a cross on its head, like it's sort of like the way the bear had the Bible on its back. This is on its head, so it's just like if it was to ram you with its horns. Actually, I think the cross would hit you before the horns would. It's the best way I know to describe it. But it's very like drawn in a way that feels very sort of like Persian or something. But I mean, with the cross, I wouldn't say Persian, but like just the art style, kind of maybe Greek. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's Spanish.
It's not Spanish.
Or Portuguese?
I understand
Really?
where you're coming with Spanish with the fact that it's a bull, the fact that it clearly, has a cross.
And the yellow and red,
the
which
yellow,
is Spanish.
Yeah, the main thing.
Oh, yeah.
For listeners, it's mostly a red field with like a yellow kind of, I don't know.
Yellow
stripe on the
yellow stripe top and bottom.
It reads as more gold to me, but that might just be the
probably about a sixth. Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yellow and gold on
yeah.
heraldry and flags are similar. But yeah, this is actually from Kaunas, which is in Lithuania.
Okay.
No shit.
Yes.
I didn't know that it was warm enough to have cows in Lithuania.
Yeah, this is from Kaunas in Lithuania. That's Kaunas? Yeah, AS.
Kaunas.
Yes, and so, yeah, as Ian, as you mentioned, this is, even were it not for the horns, we could tell this were a bull.
Oh, yeah.
We've had
We've
had a theme of happy animals. This one breaks the mold. This is not... This bull does not look like he's here to give us any good news at all. Even though
he does not. He looks like he has very bad news for you. Good news for him.
Yeah, he's like, I got a cross for you, and that's it.
So I'm gonna make another observation on this one. It looks like it was drawn for Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Dude looks like Carl.
Oh my God, the eyebrows?
The eyebrow.
It's most, yeah. Oh, yep. I can.
Hey, yo, Fry Man, why am I fucking bull now?
Hey, Fry Man, why I got this cross on my head? Hey,
look at how big my dinger looks, though.
I will say he also has a little bit of a trot.
He's got a little trot.
He does, yeah. He's got the front one a little forward like
Not
that.
Not quite as pranciful as the bear, but
it's not quite.
He's trotting with purpose. The bear was trotting for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, like, this guy's a lot of fun on his own. Firstly, because it seems like that cross is, like, fused into his bone, like his skull or something. It's just on there, and he will not take no for an answer. Similar, well, no, not similar. That bear from the last one would have taken no for an answer.
Yeah, the bear would be like, okay, guys, I'll go on to the next house. Thanks for the head pats and the beef jerky. This guy's like dressed up like a Mormon and cop knocking on your door like, bam, bam, bam. Hey, you're going to learn about Jesus today.
Yeah, this guy's like, hey, have you heard the fucking urgent and existential news about our Lord and Savior? And he's got a big dick while doing it and some balls.
Huge dick.
And
huge
so,
huevos.
One thing that I did not know before starting the show, but have recently learned, is there are flags that have the penis of the animal on them. It's usually a bear. This one obviously is a bull.
The bull.
And the word that we use in English for that is pizzled.
That's so awesome.
That is fucking amazing.
So you would say...
No, you have no idea how awesome that is because another local comic has an Instagram tag that is P for Rizzle or some shit like that. Fucking Redden.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to tell him he's pizzled for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that's entering my that word's getting logged into the vocabulary right now.
Yeah. The funny thing about, so like it's like I said, it's usually on bears and lions that are like standing up on like two legs and like, looking over at some other thing, like one that we may look at later. But it can happen on just a fucking horse or a bull or whatever too. And the funniest thing about it to me is, pizzled is funny enough, right?
Yeah.
Like in English, but like a lot of heraldry and like flag stuff uses not just French, but like Middle French, like older French to talk about like, okay, it's this on this, doing this. And in French, instead of pizzled, it's called viennese. And viennese, technically, if you're just translating it straight one-to-one, means villainous.
Okay. So,
well, I mean, there is a villainous. This bull does look like he's up to no good.
Well, I was about to ask. So, like, as far as on the vexillological side of things, is there a reason to include a pizzle?
Yeah, fucking, you're in the middle of making a flag. You're bored. It's late at night. You want to clock out, but you've got a fucking deadline. Your boss is an asshole, so you look at this flag and you know what? This bull's gonna have the biggest goddamn dick in the history of fucking flags.
Well, I was just thinking, like, you know, it's a flag. What's a flag for usually? Usually, it's like a banner for war, right? And so, like, it's the word is villainous, and then also it's a bull. I wonder if they're just literally saying, "Look at our big swinging dicks. We're here to murder you." I wonder if that's kind of the psychology behind it.
Definitely, if someone's running at me with a flag with a big bull cock on it, I am going to go the other direction.
You gotta at least have second thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the second thought I have is, can I fit it in my mouth?
Right. But you're gonna have third thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine anyway. And I like that they didn't have to include the balls, but as a stylistic choice,
well, they wanted you to make sure that
they did.
Because
they want to remind you that this bull.
They want to remind you exactly how. You're right. No, I think where you were going.
Yeah, because it doesn't necessarily look like a dick until you see the balls, and you're like, "That's definitely a dick." And balls.
And then you see that it's all kind of like one unit.
Yeah.
For lack of a better, no, it's one unit. And yeah, this thing's glorious. So yeah, this guy does not. He does absolutely. The more I look at the face, the more he has Carl.
He is
from Aqua Teen, like eyes and eyebrows and shit. He's like,
give him a little
"Hey,
mustache.
Fryman."
Hey, Fryman. Fuck the orthodoxy. You're gonna learn about Catholic Christ.
I mean, that is actually like that. If we're and I don't plan on getting too into the history of this episode. This is more of just like a fun one. But I mean, Lithuania and Poland were in a commonwealth together.
Yeah.
And that basically was not opposed to at all times, but for a long period of history, opposed to like Russia or like proto-Russia and like, like Kievan Rus and like states like that were Eastern Orthodox that were trying to carry on Constantinople and Rome and everything. So, I mean, there's nothing to the fact that they put a clearly like, Catholic or at least non-Orthodox. It doesn't have that diagonal one going through it at the bottom. Like, there's nothing to that fact. They were like, hey, we are Christian, but not your fucking kind of Christian over just across the border there.
I will say, I do kind of want to get this bull tattooed on me, but with the cross upside down. It would be metal as fuck.
Yeah, and I don't think you're wrong for wanting that. I do think, however, that we should move on to another one. And now that I'm stopped on this one, I don't think
this one's pretty good.
I think we gotta do. We have to make sure that this one
one
at least makes it into the episode because several might not.
Yeah.
Ian described the last one. Bryant, would you like to describe this one to the listener?
All right. So there are a whole mess of blue triangles with white triangles. Lines inside of them with the other blue triangles, whatever. Looks like mountains. There is I guess a leopard or a large cat.
Like a jaguar.
Like a jaguar. Raised right hand. I can't remember what that's called. Mouth open, tongue out, tail up, taking a step. Little or blue field behind it. Clouds at the top, like drawn round clouds. And then... if you remember Monty Python,
yes.
Instead of the foot, it's the hand of God coming down to like Bruce Lee 1-inch punch the fuck out of this leopard's spine.
What's an open hand? I wonder if it's just going to be a slap, like a pimp slap across.
Maybe it's going to like pat him on the bottom and be like, "You're good game, bud."
He's right. He's going. Knowing what I know about cats, where he's going to scratch, that cat does not want to get scratched.
That cat is prepared to get scratched on the base of its butt and is going to turn into a bunch of knives with fur attached.
That's why
very quickly.
That's why the claws are out. I think is it sees the hand coming and it's like, nope, you get behind the ears or you fuck off.
Yeah, he's saying meow.
Yeah. I guess like we've technically had 3 animals on now. And all 3 of them have been, first off, facing
5
the
counting
side.
me and Ian.
I would say this is the 4th flag, all with animals so far. So, because 2 were happy, this is the second non-happy one.
Yeah.
This is the fourth one, yeah. The
We
dog,
had the dog, the bear,
Yep.
the bull, and now the cat.
Yeah, sure enough.
That's because this episode's getting wild, baby.
It's a zoo up in here. I'm telling you.
It really is, guys. I wish you could. We'll do video at some point. But this is a lot of fun. This is the flag of the, and I am going to wildly mispronounce this, but well, actually, take a stab at the country if you have any ideas, or the part of the world, or whatever.
Just Southeast Asia.
I would say again, because of the cat being like a spotted cat, my inclination is South America.
Okay, you're both wildly off. This is from Russia again.
Wow.
I wasn't aware they had cats like that in Russia, but honestly, I have read it. I should have known.
Yeah,
I don't think they do. That's the thing. I don't think they do. I think they saw it on somebody else's flag one time. We're like, hey, that looks fucking metal. That looks cool. Throw one of those on here. Well, maybe in southern Russia they might have some lion.
Yeah. Well, because like
cat activity.
Yeah.
The Silk Road went through Russia.
Yeah, the Silk Road went through Russia, and then also you got to remember Russia is butted up against a lot of
Eastern Asia.
Yeah. Like the entire southeast of Russian is more populated with Mongolian people than it is with Russian people, just because it's a border town. It's sort of like the Southwest here, or
you go to El Paso. A lot of white folks there.
Yeah, not a ton.
Great people, though. I love El Paso.
Or San Diego's like that.
Yeah,
San Diego's the shit too.
The east of Russia is wild. Like they have a Jewish autonomous oblast, and it's called that. And it's like its flag is like basically like it's not quite a pride flag, but it's like a rainbow just like skewed toward the middle of a flag, and then the rest is white. And then they've got like you were saying, like all these like Mongolic tribes and like all these other like Eastern Russia is very much like not what we think of when we think of Russia.
Yeah, because when you think of Russia, you think Moscow. You think Western Russia, which is more closely related, honestly, to Western Europe than it is to Eastern Russia.
Right.
Yeah, like ethnographically and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry to leave you hanging, but it is from Russia. It is from the Pskov region, which is Pskov. Pskov. Okay, sure.
I'm probably butchering it.
I have no idea.
I tried to learn
if we're
a little from my
there.
Granddad.
Yeah.
Listen,
if we're allowed
dummies,
in Russia.
It's said like that. No, I don't know. I'm not.
I was gonna say I did the like Russian anti-war flag at one point in one episode, so I don't know if we're allowed in Russia anymore, but maybe.
I mean, who'd want to go? Who would want to go? Fucking no cool clubs anymore, and no dick sucking in the streets anymore. Why would you want to go to Russia?
What are the gas prices like there now?
Probably pretty good. To be honest.
Probably pretty good.
I might go to Russia.
They did have to rebrand McDonald's recently because McDonald's like pulled out and they had to like just name it like McRussia or something. It's not that, but it's like almost as on the nose as that.
All right, everyone, welcome. We are come here today to McLennan's. We will assign you. We cannot call it Big Mac anymore. We will assign you Big Ivan for. We will assign you Big Ivan according to need.
I was gonna say
only afford one pickle.
They could call it McPutin's and it'd be the same product.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take that.
That's awful. There. That's awful.
Do not apologize for that.
We are
professional comedian, everybody.
That's right. Back to the actual like flag design itself. Yeah, pretty much like you described. It is a leopard who's almost like I say leopard. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's a big cat who's kind of like holding up his like front right paw to say like stop, don't stop. Just don't do this.
Paws out.
And then the hand of God, like, again, like you said, kind of in a Monty Python way, coming down and either doing like the 4-finger death punch or it's about to pet him on his little leopard belly.
And it's so weird because like the
neither
cat...
one seems aware of the... Well, actually, I won't say that. The leopard does not seem aware of the hand. The hand is definitely aware of the leopard.
That's the thing, is like if you look at the flag without the hand in the clouds, it looks like pretty much, general like, oh, it's got a cat on it flag. But you take the cat out and you look at the top of it, it looks like fucking Mike Judge drew it.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, I can see that now.
It's crazy.
I will say that the cat without the hand does the way the colors are, it does look very like sports team like logo. Like it has a very kind of pop to it. That's why I was thinking Jaguars, just because it's kind of the same color of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Someone get Tony Khan on the line. We need to pitch an idea to his dad.
I can see it. I will say, like, if you look directly into the eye of this thing, though, it looks haunted.
Yeah, because he's getting tired of getting scratched on the ass by God all the time. And, like, he's raising the hand up like, fucking God, I know that's you. I don't even gotta look to know you're about to fucking scratch me right on the base of my spine, and it hurts. And if you do it again, I'm gonna take your hand with me.
It's like he's saying stop.
You can get the cheeks. I love it when you scratch my cheeks.
Yeah, you can have cheeks. You can have the top of the head. You can even have under the chin. You know what? I'll give you one belly rub a month. I'm not going to tell you when it's allowed, but you get one. And if you scratch anywhere else, I'm taking that one well-drawn thumbnail off of this hand.
I wonder if this is the kind of cat who will let you get a belly scratch in, and then once you're doing it, it acts like it wants you to scratch there, and once you do it, it's like, no, and then rips your arm.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, it turns into a furry bag of knives.
I'm familiar with that kind of cat.
Yeah.
But,
and I'm allergic to cats, so that's fun.
On this cat, so I think it's ready to scratch.
That's true. Yeah. If you notice, they are legit. I think the bottom three are almost the same. The back one's a little different, but yeah, I don't know. To me, it was like
wait. I just realized something. The thumb is on the same side of every leg. On that, the thumb. Like part of the paw is the same.
It's like
this motherfucker got. This dude has 3 right legs.
It's a Rakshasa.
Yeah, he's got backwards hands.
If you play D&D, it's a D&D monster. It's literally like a man tiger where its hands are backwards, so they close outways, and they're like immune to all magic. They're crazy.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah,
I do play D&D. You've DM'd me. Well, not for D&D strictly, but yeah, no.
Also, is this guy pizzled or is that just fur?
I was just gonna say, yeah. If we want to keep all the rest of them in the pizzled context, I don't think he's strictly pizzled.
I'm looking for that now.
I think the pizzled is maybe implied.
Yeah. Show me the dicks. I got to see the dicks.
Well, yeah, that's what people tune into this podcast for. Is show me the dicks on these flags. And, I've wildly let them down for 12 episodes up to this point. But
it's a very dick-heavy show.
But hey, if you're still with us...
Pizzle-heavy show.
I'm...
Thank you. A villainous show.
Hey, villainous show. Very villainous. That's what you should name this episode.
There's going to be a new sub-fan base of this show. There's not only Vex heads, there's not going to be Piz heads.
Oh, God. Yeah.
A Piz head sounds like something a New Zealander calls his friends, like, hey, Piz head.
Oh, man. Our New Zealander listeners, which we have some,
yeah,
are gonna
I'm
have
friends
fun
with
with
them
that.
on Instagram.
Okay, yeah, because you voted in the poll.
I was in the voting thing.
Shout out Flag Session.
Flag Sessions, yeah, you guys are awesome. Sorry, I stopped voting. I got bored. So
it's all good.
I'm not actually a flag guy.
No, but yeah, this, I don't know if it's technically pizzled, but I am gonna only see flags with animals on them in that light from now on. I think, given that we talked about Mongolia and some, Mongolian adjacent things, I think it's only right if we go to this next one here, which I've somewhat spoiled. But Ian, I think there's nobody better to describe this one than, and take all the time you need, because this thing is fucking complicated.
There's a lot going on.
This
here.
is a busy flag.
But we're gonna go to the next one, and it is, I gave it away. It's from Mongolia, but you don't know where.
It's another sky blue field, just like the last one. This one. So I got to ask you. So there's pizzled for dicks. Is there a term for nips? Is it nizzled?
I don't know, but there should be. If there's not,
he's pizzled my nips.
Well, this one's first of all, he's got 2 nips and an outie, so we gotta call that to attention. It's the first thing I see.
It almost looks like a smiley face.
He's an angry guy. It looks like a gargoyle, I guess, or like maybe some kind of bird, but I don't know. But the nipples make me think there's feathers, but then there's nipples. So it's I think gargoyle is where I'm going to stick with it. There's definitely a beak, but eyes, and then eyebrows. Maybe those are supposed to be feathers. Holding a key and a rose, it looks like, or some kind of flower. With a 3-eyed serpent in its talons. There's a yin-yang on the top with some other symbols that look like Magic the Gathering? No.
It's the top one's mountain, the middle one is island, the next one is swamp, and then the bottom one is plains.
I'd say the top one's fire.
Yeah, that's mountains.
Mountains, you're right. God, it's been so long.
Fucking get on my level, nerd.
I'm nowhere near your level. Keep going though.
So it's pretty metal. It looks pretty cool. I would wear this.
winged.
I would wear this on a t-shirt.
Honestly, yeah, me too. This is dope as hell.
Yeah.
It passes the t-shirt test.
Yeah. I will say this does look like Ian Sharp when he's really upset about something.
Yeah.
Yeah, when even like your eyebrows are like in kind of like a fire like flame.
He does
looking.
have like flaming eyebrows. This is
And I think that I don't know for a fact, but that seems like a mustache. I mean, it's confusing because it's kind of under the mouth.
yeah, it's
but
under
also
the
under
beat.
the
No,
nose?
he's got like one of those like cool chin strap beards.
It's
You know?
something. Yeah, maybe it's more
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, and then the
Yeah, he just got a
the bling. I forgot about the bling.
Oh yeah, he is wearing bling.
Oh,
Wait,
never
bling,
forget
chin
about the
strap,
bling.
beard. My man's about to go to the club tonight.
Yeah.
He's got those new kicks. He's got those Yeezys on.
He's got that three-eyed serpent boa he's about to wrap around his neck.
Man, you know, when you bring a snake to a club, immediately you are the most popular guy at the club. Oh my God, let me get a picture with your snake. And it's like, okay, you can get a picture with my snake. All right, baby.
Like,
Yeah.
yes. Check it out. It's got 3 eyes. I got a one-eyed snake you can see later too.
I had to stop doing that.
But between my 2 snakes, they have a complete set of eyes.
Ladies love the one-eyed snake line. They've never heard it before. It's a surprise every time you say it.
Oh, one-eyed. Yeah. Yeah, they're always surprised by it. I do not think you could have described it any better.
He's got little
I
chicken
don't know.
legs.
You know, there's a couple flourishes I would put. I would say it almost looks like it's going Super Saiyan if going Super Saiyan meant going brunette instead of going blonde.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of doing that a little bit up on the hair.
Or like
area.
almost like a
the
dirty,
hair area, if you will.
like a dirty ginger.
I'm going to double down on the gargoyle because I do now notice the horns. I think that was...
Yeah, he's got horns.
Yep, absolutely
Wait.
got horns. He's got talons on the feet
Yeah.
as well.
Wait a minute. Big long 3-eyed boa, chin strap beard, gold chain, going Super Saiyan, going ham in the club, new shoes. It's Terrell Owens.
Oh shit! This is not where I thought you were going with that.
Yeah, I was wondering myself, but hey, we got there.
Yeah, we got there.
I like it. Yeah, T.O., who went to school here in Chattanooga.
Yep.
As listeners may not know, probably don't know. Yeah,
This is a podcast about flags. I will be very surprised if someone's
it's tangentially about flags.
Yeah, tangentially about flags.
It's
But
about
yeah,
talking to your friends.
Yeah, I don't think there's
Flags-
a whole lot of fucking like people that are into football.
Flags are just
American
the reason
football.
for the season.
That's true.
Yeah, more or less. I mean, that's kind of how I have looked at this podcast. But getting back to the flags, as I say that, this is the flag of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, which is the capital of Mongolia. That symbol that it's got up in the Super Saiyan-ish hair up there is called the Soyombo symbol, and it is, I'm showing you on my phone, but it's this thing.
It's a Taoist thing, isn't
It's
it?
also on the Mongolian flag, like the
Yeah.
Mongolian like proper flag. Yeah, I believe. Well, I don't actually know if it has anything to do with Taoism or not. Anyway, yeah.
With this man's big old pepperoni nipples.
Yeah, he's got big old pepperoni nipples.
He
He's
should
got, as Ian
link up
said,
with.
a
He should
good
link up.
Audi.
Yeah, he should link up with Italian Tony with the cut leg.
He's sure. Yeah, actually, they could
Between
probably
the two of them, they can make a pizza because this guy looks like he's yeasty.
Man, I wish you hadn't said that. He's got I will say, like, to Ian's credit, yeah, he's got the Audi, the belly button, and like between that and his nipples, it looks like a little bit of a smiley face. And he's not necessarily ripped, but it's almost like the opposite. It's like almost like you can see like he's like a little bit of a beefy dude.
Like a
Yeah,
pot-
he's got
like
a
kind of
little
a pot
pot belly.
And he's got like a little bit of
power
that
lifter.
hanging over, but like not enough to
Yeah.
hide that smiley belly button. And yeah, it seems
That's why he's leaning forwards with all those feathers coming down off the crotches, so we can't see how heavy his fupa is.
that makes a lot of sense. That's why I would wear such a thing. But yeah, it seems like the flower and the key have like some kind of symbolism
they
on them
look
that
like
I'm
they're
just like
writing
not
almost.
keyed into.
Yeah.
I tried to look this up ahead of time, although I'm not gonna lie, this wasn't a very research heavy episode because I knew it was coming over here and talking to you guys, and we were just gonna bullshit on.
Yeah,
some
we were not
flags,
going to take
like-
anything about the history of these flags seriously.
So yeah, I didn't get too much into it, but I think we've got enough time to
One more,
cover like probably one more. You guys.
because you spoiled this one for me, and it popped me.
I was gonna say,
real hard.
yeah. I brought up the computer screen. Full disclosure to the listener, I brought up the computer screen. This one was up, so they have seen this one. It's not as much of a surprise, but they did react to it in a way that makes me think we might have something to talk about here. So I think it's your turn, Bryant.
It is. So we have a blue field again. We have a red. We have a horn, a bugle, maybe. Well, no, because a bugle is longer. We have a curved horn in gold with a clasp at either end, and there is a red tether, I guess, going up in a loop and back down, sort of like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it looks like a Susan B. Komen thing. Yeah.
Which no, you know what? It looks like not a Susan
or the
Komen
red
thing.
version. Of that.
Yeah, the red version is the AIDS version.
Okay, yeah.
Is the AIDS thing is like product red or whatever, and that is appropriate because it does look like there's a little AIDS patient coming out of the end of that horn there.
Yeah. Like
Little ginger dude coming out, just nonplussed. The facial expression on this man is nonplussed.
He's like the worst hide and go seek player. He's like they'll never find me here.
I found the littlest horn. I can only kind of fit most of the way in, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what else to say. He's hiding in a horn, and yeah, the horn is like barely central to the flag. I suspect that this flag comes from the name of the town, which is like it's in the Netherlands, and it's called, don't know how to pronounce this, but it's Uithoorn, so it's like Uithoorn or something, which I suspect horn probably means the same thing in English.
Yeah.
And you seemed like you had something good on this.
So I feel like, you know how like now when you have like a birthday party, you get the big cake and strippers in it. I feel like this is a guy waiting.
Where's this going?
Someone says when they blow the horn, I'm gonna jump out because he looks naked.
Oh, he is.
Oh, he's definitely naked.
Definitely naked.
And
in
so
that
I
thing.
think when he jumps
And
out,
ready.
it's gonna be it's a big birthday surprise for somebody.
I think you might be right. I think Uithoorn might literally mean out of the horn, and he's
because
gonna come out of that horn.
Yeah, horn.
And surprise whoever the birthday.
Whoever wanted that to be their birthday surprise, I hope it's a happy birthday. I don't care.
I'm pretty sure they're not having a happy birthday with this guy coming out looking like a fucking Perry Bible Fellowship comic, just coming out looking nonplussed, disappointed even. Look. He looks like he's coming out and being like, "Are you rolling up $100 bill to do cocaine?"
He's got
with?"
basically zero expression on his face.
We're emasculating this poor guy. He's probably like the real history is he's like the hero of the town who infiltrated the enemy by hiding in a horn and then getting out and like slaughtering.
It's like a Trojan horse thing.
It was a Trojan horn, and he and like was actually like an ultimate badass, and they're like immortalizing him. But now we're just like, look at this fruit in the horn.
Yeah, his name's Oot. And it's the fucking town's named after him. It's Oot
God,
Horn.
I'm gonna look this up later.
Yeah, remember Oot who hit in the horn? Let's name a town after this dude.
I hope
The redhead, right? Yeah, the redhead guy with the AIDS ribbon. Yeah.
I want to look this up later, and I hope and pray that the actual story of this is like, yeah, we called the name Uithoorn because we had old Oot got very drunk and got in a horn, and we had to butter his way out.
We laughed for years about it.
We made it our flag.
It's the best joke.
Old Oot. Fucking.
And it's like I'm making the butter attachment because it is like a butter yellow horn.
Oh yeah.
So like, what if he's like super fat on the other end of that? Like in there,
I don't think
that's
he can
what it
be.
is.
I mean, like, look at the shape of the horn. Like, he's got to get only more slender as it goes down.
We don't know how long he's been in there. Maybe he's been there for a while and he put on some weight. He's
Actually,
not doing a lot of exercise.
What
Could
it
be
is,
a
what it
solitary
is,
confinement.
with the AIDS ribbon or whatever, it's a reminder to masturbate, because if you don't, eventually that's what's going to come out of your horn is a full-grown ginger.
Yeah.
Oh, and so it's like it's showing like not just the sperm, but like what that sperm will become.
Yeah.
I understand it. I will say I don't think I need any aids to masturbate, but anyway.
I wonder if this guy is horny. I went there. This is the podcast that goes.
Wait, hold on. I don't get it.
Well, you see, because he's in a horn. And he's naked.
Okay. So he's a guy in it. He's a guy in a horn.
It's in one of those sleeper jokes. It's those intellectual ones that you have to think about later. And
that
one. Oh, now I get why it's funny.
Comedic genius, generational talent,
I'm sorry,
D1 athlete, by the way, Ian Sharp.
Not there.
6 foot vertical leap, Ian Sharp.
You say I'm a D1 athlete?
Yeah.
Oh, was that like division? I don't know.
Yeah, Division 1 athlete.
Okay. I thought it's like, is that like a slight because A1 is the best? I don't know.
No, it's a slight because you're chubby.
I'm
trying to compliment.
I'm just not an athlete.
He was trying to compliment.
I was trying to be nice. I've seen you throw discs. You can throw.
I'm all right.
You're an athlete.
Do you guys think we have time for like one more? Or?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more. This will be the last one, but I didn't want to miss this because it's so fun.
There's a lot going on here.
And you were last, so Ian, if you want to, give us this one.
So it's like the field is like red and green, red on the top, green on the bottom. It's a bird like a stork is the thing that looks the most like to me. Maybe not a stork because it doesn't have the pouch. It's like I don't know, like some kind of long-billed goose or something, flamingo kind of, but it's white. I want to say flamingo, but it's white.
It's like a heron or a crane or something.
Yeah, that crane is the word.
Yeah.
It's holding, I guess, some wheat in its beak, and it's wearing a fancy red boot.
But just one.
Just one.
Just one.
Also, repeating theme, a trot. So a nice
little trot going on.
Man,
showing
I
off
didn't
his
even
new
mean
boot.
to do this. Yeah.
He's showing off his new boot. And
it's like a white girl going to brunch, like, look at him.
I got my wheat. I got my boot. I'm ready to hit the town.
Yeah. Again, did not even mean to do this, but all these animals are trotting, and this one's like fucking spectacular. This is this looks like the Devil Wears Prada flag or something like that. It's got just the one boot that's like stylized in a completely almost different like manner even.
It's like a cowboy boot.
Yeah, like the boot looks like it was like clip art that came from somewhere else that they imported to this file.
It is literally, I know
honestly, the wheat kind of does too.
Yeah. I know the cut of this boot because I've seen it a million times. It is the cut of boot that white women get the minute they move to Nashville.
Or even just have a bachelorette party in Nashville.
Yeah.
Which, God bless. Yeah. Good on you. But yeah, this is the flag of...
Shout out to our real soldiers on the front lines, bartenders in Nashville.
Oh my God, right? Yeah, bartenders in Nashville on weekends.
On Broadway.
Yes. Yeah. They knew what they were signing up for.
Yeah.
But where do you guys think, country-wise, region-wise, whatever, this one might be from?
I have no fucking idea.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama, and has been shamed before.
Czechoslovakia, because why the fuck not?
I mean, you're closer.
Really?
This is again from Russia.
Okay.
God damn it.
This wasn't meant to be a Russia-centric episode,
Russians.
but a lot of more... Yeah.
Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen, baby.
Katie's going to love that. Seriously. This is from Russia. This is from Taldom, which is in the... I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but it's within the Moscow region, so it's like maybe a suburb or it's close or something. And it is known for being a city of shoemakers, which...
Hence the boot.
Hence the boot. And
what?
Yeah.
Shoemakers. They've got wheat. What's the name of the town again?
Taldom.
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 Hey, come to Taldom. We have wheat. We have one bird, one very fancy bird, and we make how you say loud white bitch shoes.
It's like we make the best shoe. Don't you mean shoes? No, we only make one. We're very poor. We only make the one shoe. Next year, you get the other.
Next year, you get the...
That is what this flag screams. It's
one shoe per person? No. Communal shoe.
Make the best shoe. It is. It's the best shoe.
Everyone gets their day once a year.
when you make the best shoe, why make another? You can't lightning doesn't strike twice. You can't recreate this magic. These poor proud people are probably so angry. Like
God,
the people listening to this podcast.
If only they could hear this.
They'd be like, we downloaded this and learned English only to be this insulted.
All for this.
Oh, no.
We sat through the pizzled shit. We sat through all of it.
The Iron Curtain's going back up, baby. 20 years. This is going to be the kind of stuff that's making it in cassettes in Russia, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out flagged for content in Russian at some point. But,
send a bunch of vinyls over.
dude, honestly,
that's
if
what
I
they
make
used
a bunch
to
of
do.
vinyls of this podcast, I'm fucking keeping them. That sounds awesome.
So, like, all right, so I'm going to history nerd. So during the Cold War, and especially towards the end of it, towards the, like, fall of the Iron Curtain and everything like that, because Western music, and particularly American music, was not legal in the Eastern Bloc countries or Western Bloc countries or whatever, and Russia. And so there was, like, this weird punk DIY, get the music out there, like almost an industry of people were like breaking down. I can't remember what it was they were using to
old record. You can melt down old records.
Yeah, well, it was old records, but it was also like other stuff like wax and stuff, and they were making like illegal copies of American vinyl records.
Yeah, because as long as you have like the hard material, like you if you have
you can just copy
you can press it. Yeah.
And it's, I don't know. That's one of those things that's like super fascinating to me about how Western culture infiltrated through the Iron Curtain, through people being like, no, fuck you. I want to listen to the fucking Misfits.
Yeah. We got a lot through. I mean, like Coca-Cola was super popular even in like the 80s and like Moscow and shit. Like, it was like kind of underground, but like whatever.
There's crazy footage from like, I want to say it was like 88 or 89 of like Pantera doing this like crazy massive stadium.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible because I've never seen like that many people there to see a band that heavy.
Yeah, although it does track. I mean, like especially like in like around St. Peter. You said Moscow, but like St. Petersburg is not too far from like Finland and like all those like metal as fuck like countries and all that shit. So I imagine there are a bunch of you know, Moscow metalheads who found a way.
Yeah, well, and also like you know, you got to think like Russia, you know, comes from the Rus who are Viking, and Vikings are metal as fuck, so it just makes sense why they would be popular there.
Yeah, Vikings are metal as fuck.
They
Listen
sure are.
to In Chaos We Trust, our old podcast, if you want to hear a little bit more about that. The latter episodes deal with that. Anyway, I think we're pretty much done with today.
Holy shit.
I've had a lot of fun with you guys. There was a couple we didn't get to, but honestly, we got to the major ones.
We got to the ones that
the
were
minor
important.
ones.
Leave them wanting more. That's the.
I was going to say, and we will get back at some point to those other ones.
We'll figure it out.
So, yeah, we'll wind down now and see, Ian, if you would like to go ahead and give your plugs.
You know, as we mentioned, I host a show called Boomer Memes. It's a meager little show, but we're growing, getting better all the time. So check it out if you thought I was funny. It's just me doing that about different stuff. It's pretty cool. You can find everything I do at iansharpcomedy.com. I just released new merch for Boomer Memes, so that would help me out if you want to grab a shirt and walk around looking metal as hell. And people are like, what is that? And it's just a funny shirt. If you're in Chattanooga, come out to open mics or shows I'm booked on. I don't have anything present to announce, but I'm working. I'm trying to get stuff all the time, so we'll see you out there.
Yeah, right on, man. And Bryant, what do you got coming?
So I don't have anything booked because I am moving to Austin, Texas. On November the 4th. I am leaving Chattanooga forever to go pursue comedy, and that's expensive. So please follow me on Instagram at Mickey Louse Club. I will be documenting the entire trip out there, and also if you got a couple of bucks lying around, you know, I just need 80 cents for the bus. I'm trying to get out and see my wife and kids again. But no, for real, you know, anything helps. You can hit me at Buttwind on Cash App. Yes, it is real. BUTTWIND. And if you send me $50, I will write you a poem or something dumb. I don't know. Just give me money, please.
Yeah, terms to be decided on that one, I guess. But
I will do whatever you want that you think $50 can get you.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, check out Ian and Bryant. They've both been on the podcast before, so they have those credits as well if you want to listen to. I think Ian was on episode 2 and it might be 6. Bryant, I think you were on 7 or 8. I probably should have looked that up before.
If he was 6, I was on 7 because that was the week after him, I think.
I do have the last episode that I was on linked at IanSharpComedy.com, so people can find it there too.
Right on. And yeah, you guys probably at this point, if you are listening to the show and following the show, you probably know our socials, but it is at flagged4content on Instagram and Twitter. That 4 is the number 4. Even though the podcast is not named that, there's been some confusion lately. But yeah, follow us there. You can go to our link tree, which is linked from at least my Instagram and I think my Twitter, and get all of our, juicy links there and everything. The show is kind of getting bigger and bigger, so come join the community. Come join the Discord. The Discord's getting super exciting. I have started to revamp the YouTube, which I probably mentioned up top of this show. I haven't recorded that yet, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, guys, like I've been really kind of struggling with how to like close the show out, so I've been trying to like outsource that to my guests. And if you guys have any kind of way to I don't know, like
close
say goodbye.
The show?
Yeah, just like say goodbye to the listener.
Sign off.
Then let me know.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, after today, we've been flagged for content. Have a good night.
Right on, man. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm a genius.
Probably have.
Yeah, no, I'm a genius. I'm the smartest person.
In Russia.
Yeah. Oh, in Russia, I'm the only one who can read.
There's no way this is airing.
No way whatsoever.
If it wasn't anything.
Because then they would have the
Spotify out.
No, they have Sputnik 5.
But yeah, all right.
That was a good one. That was fun. Oh man,
No, these are all good fun.
yeah, I've not done this and not had a great time.
Yeah, it's like I didn't realize that flags were so riffable. But
Dude, they are.